Our firm has handled cases involving sexual predators at 7 different medical institutions.
We've represented dozens of male and female sex abuse victims.
Against the Boy Scouts, against the Catholic Church, even the Quaker Church.
Oftentimes, victims of medical sex abuse are under anesthesia. They're not certain as to what happened. That's why it's a dream job for a sexual predator, because they can get away with it.
Another aspect of these medical sex abuse cases is that the institutions get indications early on that they have a predator in their midst. They look the other way, they ignore it, they don't want to believe it, and then by the time they figure it out, they're committed to covering it up. They don't stop until someone stops them.
Prior to my procedure, the anesthesiologist met with me, and he was supposed to give me a spinal block, which he said didn't take, so he gave me a second. The next thing I remember, I was being kissed on the lips. I was having my left hand manipulated by the anesthesiologist to touch him.
Sex abuse victims are often reluctant to come forward because they're scared, they're humiliated, they feel like no one's going to believe them.
Sex abuse victims that come forward help not only themselves, but others who are also abused by the same predator at the same institution. Power in numbers.
We discovered that 18 women had come forward saying that they too were abused by Dr. Field. Kaffouri and McDougall presented a very powerful case. By the end of the trial, we were able to expose what the hospital knew and hold them accountable.
You know, they just want to forget about it, but it's the sort of thing that, you know, it keeps coming back on you. When you try to suppress it, it stays with them, and it's very damaging.
The courts and the media are very sensitive about the rights of sex abuse victims, and they want them to come forward so they don't print their names.
Coming forward, breaking the silence, telling your story is so critical to the healing.
You can take back some of the power that you feel was stolen from you by the abuser and by the institutions that cover for those abusers.